Hey, everybody, it's Brett Walkow with Actors Reporter, and we're here in the beautiful Las Vegas at the Four Queens Hotel at the LA Comedy Club here for Comedy in Vegas. And could not be a show without Todd Paul, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Todd, thanks for coming to the show. The fake crowd, the fake crowd. You started when you were like 13?
I started around 10. Yeah.
Look at him, he's like 10. I was working the strip.
I think I was about 13 when I started doing my first really paid gigs. But yeah, I started street performing when I was about 10 years old. I have a picture of my daughter and myself on the stage where I got my first laugh. I was 11 years old, and it was a school thing. Like a talent show type of thing. And all the adults were out there. There was about 600 people in this gymnasium. And I get up on stage and I'm juggling machetes, like razor sharp machetes, right? And it just occurred to me that...
Wait, I'm sorry, I got lost for a second. You were juggling machetes at 10, 13 years old?
At school.
At school?
In front of all of the parents.
What great teachers.
That's exactly what I said. I just looked out and I said, I can't believe you're about to let me do this. And it killed. It got this huge 600-person laugh that rolled out and just, and it was great. It was, that sold me on the whole thing. I needed a job, and I thought, well, what could I do with all of this stuff? And bartending was it. I made a lot of money tending bar, magic tricks and making money float and juggling stuff, and it just it lasted a couple of years, and it was really fun for a couple of years, and then I was done with that, but that got me into the comedy as well, because the bar I worked at had a comedy night. And I started hosting it because I could do those things, and I started meeting comedians, and I started talking and becoming myself.
We have a lot of younger comics that are, aspiring and watching the show. What advice besides get out of the business and get a real job with a dental plan? Besides that, what advice would you give to the up and coming comics?
Be cool to everybody around you. Stop talking shit about your fellow comedians in clubs. It'll lose you a lot of work.
It's very true.
I hear that a lot. I just did an interview where we talked about this, and people tend to have a bad experience with another comic or a club owner or something, or the club owner doesn't book him, and oh, that guy's an asshole. Believe me, everybody talks, and everybody know. What you say gets around, and it becomes worse when it gets to the person. So be careful of that. That would be my biggest advice. I think that's a great piece of advice.
Is there one good heckler you can remember, or something that was just like, really, is this really happening?
Well, I think Brant had one last night. It was one of my favorite ones. It was last night or the night before out here. This lady was talking in the front row through the whole show. And you know that table. There's always that table, right? They're talking through the whole fucking show. And it's a group of teachers. There's 5 of them. And Brant, this was my favorite one of the whole week. Brant looks at him and he goes, you go, what do you do for a living? And they go, we're teachers. And he's like, of all the people who should know when somebody's standing up here to shut the up, the teachers were the ones you didn't know. That was the best one this week, I think.
Oh, that's classic. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Todd. And have great shows this week. And if you guys want to check him out, he's always in Vegas. And obviously, check out the LA Comedy Club, guys. It's one of the best clubs in town. I'm Brett Walkow with Actors Reporter, and we'll see you with Comedy in Vegas.
Yes.